Welcome back. Last time I stepped through the process of identifying grammatical clauses, just showing you how I go about seeing where they are. At the end of the last video, I noticed a coordinator and simply labeled it. And in this session, I'm going to step through identifying the coordinated structures, what we've called parallelism from time to time in class. One thing that always gets me in coordinated structures is when there's a comma in front of the coordinator. There it is in our sample sentence here. Here you might think it's a typo, but if I take the smallest coordinated structure available, I'm looking at this. Here I've got two nouns, conductivity and binder, joined by and. Easy peasy, right? If I back up to look at the coordinated structure, I've got to have a point where the parallelism starts, where the syntax fits each phrase or clause that's parallel. In the case I've got here, it's the verb provide. Duplicating the verb here will help me see and confirm the potential parallelism. But the meaning here is driven by that comma. My little scenario here is putting the carbon particles in an unusual position. The particles not only provide electrical conductivity, but they also provide the polymeric binder, which is wrong. That comma matters. It is essentially signaling that the scenario I just outlined is broken and that the parallel structure is different. If I look back into the sentence, I can start testing where the parallelism might start. In fact, I see the repetition of several syntactic structures, clauses that start with a complementizer that. Actually, I'm hearing it. If I say the sentence out loud, I start to notice them even more readily. I also notice that each of those clauses that start with a complementizer come after a noun phrase. Active materials that absorb and release lithium ions. Carbon particles that provide electrical conductivity. Polymetric binder that maintains its structural integrity. You can hear the parallelism there. If I were giving a speech, it would stick out this way. Each of these consists of a noun with an adjective modifying it, by the way, and then a finite clause. So I back up. Where does the parallelism begin? What is the word that can be repeated in front of each of these clauses? I'm going to leave the answer for the next video. I hope it's not too frustrating. But you can see that I'm using everything available to me, my ear, my knowledge of syntax, and punctuation, to confirm what the coordinated structure is here. And in fact, it's multiple structures. All three of those clauses are coordinated by that single coordinator and. And with this long parallelism that we've got here, I'm sure you'd see this is most likely a formal or academic grammar we're dealing with here, or at least one that contributes to that academic or scholarly style.